What is going on, you stallions and stallionettes? Today we're going to look at a cheap, inexpensive modification you can do to your gaming keyboard to make it look and feel better that is commonly overlooked, and that is aftermarket keycaps. Let's get it. Alrighty boys, the keycaps we have here are the Aura mechanical keycaps. It's for a full-size keyboard, so 104 keys, and this is from Glorious PC Gaming. Now these are in Aura White. Obviously I want to go with that white and black theme for the whole Stormtrooper setup I got going on here. Now these are specifically for the Glorious brand mechanical keyboards. However, I did look in the description in Amazon, then I also did look down there in the comments to see some previous customers that had Razer keyboards like my Black Widow Elite back there, and they said that these did work with them, so hopefully that is the case. As the Razer brand keycaps, they only had black. They were out of the pink, the quartz pink, the white, and they had one other color. It's like lime green or something like that. So they didn't have the white, but those retail for $30 if you can find the Razer ones. I will have a link to that listing in the description below. They do come back in stock, but I didn't want to wait. I will also have these linked in the description below as well. So these are high quality PBT plastic, so they are a very, high quality plastic, not to mention they are specifically for mechanical keyboards. And they are transparent lettering, which means that you'll get that bleed through for your RGB lights, which is really cool, as most gaming keyboards do have some kind of RGB lighting, because everyone knows RGB adds frames per second and kills, just like stickers add horsepower to cars. So you have your Glorious Ascend sticker here, very nice. You have your instruction manual, which is actually really cool. Oh, this is actually an ad for some of their other products. This is your instruction manual right here. Also super high quality. Just a good looking instruction manual, honestly. Sweet. But if you need instructions for how to pop on keycaps, you probably need more help. So I'm going to test out a couple of these before I just jump right in and start taking this all apart. I want to make sure that these actually do work and are compatible with the Razer keyboards. And this is a good time while you are changing your keycaps to go ahead and take some like Lysol wipes or spray some Windex onto a rag and go ahead and wipe out the bottom of your keyboard, as that probably doesn't get cleaned with the keycaps off very often. We're off to a good start here, boys. The first two keycaps do fit, so that's a good sign here. I'm going to cut the lights and kind of show you the difference in how they look as with the RGB light coming through it. Alright, it's one soft box off, and there's two soft boxes off. Sweet, so I have this kind of like fireplace effect going on right now, and the new keycaps, as you see, are transparent on the sides. And let's get it, boys. I'm excited. I think that looks really cool so far. So I did cut off power to my PC so I can go ahead and mess with this without hitting a bunch of buttons that is doing God knows what in my Windows. So I am going to clean underneath all these keycaps like I had mentioned. That's a great opportunity for that. And I will say I do like the way that they package all these buttons. Obviously stacked in different tiers, but they also do them in order too. So from top left to bottom right, this is the order. This tray first across the top. Then this tray across the middle, then the next tray across all four trays. So they make it kind of easy. Also, and everything you can do is just take a picture of your keyboard. Most keyboards have the identical layout, but every once in a while you'll get some kind of a finicky, gimmicky one that has different names or some kind of gamer code and jargon for the buttons. Like instead of home, it'll be like respawn. Instead of insert, it'll be doggy style. Or instead of delete, it'll be the eliminate button or some crazy crap like that. So just take a picture of your keyboard so you know exactly where all the keys go. All right, boys, so far it's looking pretty goddamn good. So like I said, I'm cleaning this bad boy off as I go. So what I did, I sprayed underneath there with some of this canned air, this cleaning duster, if you will. And then I'm using Q-tips with a little drizzle of some glass cleaner in between all the cracks and crevices, and then also this microfiber here for the larger areas. Now, I will say the only issue I've run into is some of the larger buttons, like the space bar, the shift, the delete key, the 0 over here on the number pad. On the Razer keyboards, they use this support bar design right here to keep everything all even so it's not all wobbly and whatnot. As where Glorious uses just multiple little sockets like that. As where, Razer just uses one socket in the middle and then basically these two prongs that clip onto the support bar here. So you can actually use these. For example, this delete or this backspace key is the aftermarket one. I just didn't hook up the bar here. It is a little bit wobbly when you press on the edges, but generally I hit this, dead center anyway. Plus, even if you hit it on the sides, it does actuate. It just feels a little more sloppy than the standard one. So I'm going to play with it a little bit. If it does feel a little bit too sloppy and loose for me, if you know what I mean, boys, I'm just going to go ahead and put the black stock ones on there. And I think that would add a nice little level of contrast anyway, to have a couple, you know, black buttons to break up the all white. But we'll see how it feels, guys. Also, the Glorious kit does come with a Keycap Puller, which is really nice. And then you also have that really cool Glorious icon button right there, and their Ascend key as well, which is kind of cool. We'll see how that all looks when it's put together. So while I have the keycaps off, it's a really good opportunity to get a good look at the Razer green switches in there. And those are the RGB light modules in there that are going to be illuminating the keycaps. I gotta say, the greens are absolutely phenomenal. I like the purples too, but they were a little bit too light for me. Like, you barely sneeze on them and it depresses. I do like the Mecha Membrane switches that they offer as well. That's probably my second favorite Razer switch. There's some blues in that Razer Orb Weaver over there, which they actually don't make the blues anymore. That was kind of an older model over there. But the greens feel absolutely fantastic. So if you're in the market for a mechanical full-size keyboard, I will have links to this in the description below, as well as the keycaps and all the cleaning supplies that I'm using and all that other good shit. Looking pretty goddamn good, boys. You love to see it. You really do. That is just absolutely saucy. Let's put it on a little basic spectrum cycling. I really do like these keycaps. They're a little bit more grippy and not so slick and smooth. I guess that might have been for my finger oils, but these feel a lot better. I was typing with them. They're about the same level of volume. They're about as loud as the other ones, but they look really cool, obviously. These ones here, Razer uses these thin keys right here, as where Glorious uses wide keycaps right here, like that size, so they wouldn't fit here. So I have, you know, and obviously the space bar has that support bar in there from Razer, and then it has those little little slots that I showed you for Glorious, so that won't work either. Why is my camera having such difficulty autofocusing right now? My golly straight jeepers. Let's cut the light, boys. Set the mood a little bit. Let's set the ambiance a little bit. So I am definitely digging this setup here, boys. I think these keycaps look phenomenal. They get a lot more light through, as they are transparent on the bottom. They also feel a little bit better on my fingertips. They're not as slick and oily, probably because my fingertip oils. I'm a pretty greasy dude, especially from the tip. So yeah, all in all, pretty satisfied with these, and I would highly recommend, especially for the price. They were on sale for 20 bucks. All right, guys. Peace.